All right, let's make sure audio is working okay. All right, audio is good. All right, everybody, it's your boy Malin, and welcome back to the College Football 26 Texas Tech Dynasty. I'm sorry what happened with the last live stream. The game crashed, as you guys probably saw at the end. But I finished the offseason off camera with recruiting and everything. And I also went ahead and did the first 4 games of the season off camera. And I talked about how I was going to put Auburn on the schedule to get revenge for what happened last year. And we got smoked 49-10. I actually ended up rage quitting the game the first time I tried it. And I simulated through it, and it didn't matter. We were going to lose anyway, 49-10. This one against Mississippi State, we were down like 14-0. And actually, based on the fact that I simulated the first game, our starting quarterback got injured, and he's out for multiple weeks, and he's still injured. So we have to start the backup. And against Mississippi State, we actually came back, and we had a 21-point second quarter that fortunately put us back in the driver's seat. We were able to win that 35-28. We smoked Missouri State pretty easily. The offense really looked like it was supposed to be. But then again, going against a low-tier Conference USA team, I would expect that. We barely won our first conference game against Kansas State. We're sitting at 3-1. We are still ranked. And now we've got to play UCF. We got ranked Arizona State, who's undefeated. We've got Kansas, and then Houston, and then Oklahoma State, who's also ranked. BYU. This is a pretty tough schedule. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm just trying to make it so this team can at least get to a bowl game. So I may do some, not really simulating in the full game. What I may decide to do is do like they do in Madden, is play the key moments. So that way we can kind of get through some of these games quicker, but I can still have control at the key moments of the game to be able to make stops on defense and make some big plays on offense. So that's my plan. So I want to go ahead and show you guys what also we have been dealing with, which is pretty key. So our starting quarterback this year is a guy that you guys might be a little bit familiar with for those that have watched the stream, Bob Cash. Now, he has progressed to an 85 overall at this point. So he is already better than Hammond. And he still is only a sophomore. He still is going to have 2 more years here after this, I hope. And our defensive tackle, Ezekiel, unfortunately, also got banged up. He's only out for 1 more week, but we're still going to be without Cash, our starting quarterback, for 5 weeks. So in the meantime, we'll go ahead and show you guys the roster because you guys didn't really get a look at the full roster because I had to finish the offseason off camera. So Bob Cash is our starting quarterback. He will get his job back when he comes back. But in his absence, Rashard Ayu, the senior, has actually not played that bad. 73 overall, so there's a big drop-off, but he hasn't played that bad. And we have Isaac Haskins, who is a freshman. I decided not to redshirt him because I wanted to be able to have 3 quarterbacks active, and he is a 62 overall starting out. Alexander Locke is back at full strength. He did get banged up a little bit. He unfortunately, I think it's just injury prone. It's just something that unfortunately he just has. And he is up to an 87 overall now. Melvin Brutus, the 5-star recruit we got in the recruiting cycle, is an 84 overall. And he's played as a back in sparing roles as a change of pace back. And I think I might have hit the nail on the head with another running back recruit. And you think about it, Locke still has this year, but if he does well, he may declare early, but I don't know. And we also have, Brutus. So if we lose Locke to the draft, we have a pretty good running back waiting in the wings in Melvin Brutus. And I want to get him a few carries, and I want to get him involved this season just to see how he does in certain spots. And we also still have David Godke, who got some playing time last year because there was injuries, and he's actually up to an 81 overall himself. And look at that. Blunt is an 80 overall. Our running back room is full of talent. So we're going to be set there for a little bit. Fullback, Everett Eisen is back. I2 is the backup for him. Our receiving core has gotten better this season. Marquise Gums has progressed all the way up to an 86. We got an 85 Ryan McKenna, who's a former 5-star recruit for us. And our receiving core is pretty young. We don't have one senior in this entire room. Carruthers is a redshirt junior at a 79 overall. Karloftis has gotten more playing time. He's up to a 78. Merriman, the redshirt freshman, he is a 71. And Jared Tutt, who is a true freshman, is 68. I decided to redshirt Menzie and Costa, 2 freshman wideouts we got in the recruiting class. Leon is back as our tight end. He's probably really been our best receiver, if I'm being honest. Up to an 85 overall. We got a 79 Antoine Drake. Left tackle, Samuel Crawford is back. It's his senior year. He is an 80 overall right now. We got an 82 George Price as the left guard. Our center is 84 overall in Ted Grimm. And we have, look at that, a 96 overall right guard in George Garvin. He has progressed very well. And even as a backup, we got Robert Montgomery, who was up to an 81 overall. And we also have some decent depth as well on the offensive line. And Daniel Oakley, 83 overall right tackle. He got better. The training was unreal this offseason for a good amount of the offensive linemen and really a lot of players. They progressed very well. Adrian Hawley, who won multiple awards last year for our defense, is back at an 87 overall. And we got some decent depth behind him, including Loudermilk. He's going to get a lot more playing time. And John McCracken is going to get more playing time as well in reserve roles. Rashard Tandy, he's been on the bench waiting in the wings because we, of course, had David Bowen. We, of course, had Johnny Bowens, who left for graduation. So Tandy is getting his chance to start. And in the games that I played with the team, he's done pretty well filling in as our new starting right edge rusher. So he's ready to take the wings. Jabari Ugwegbu, sophomore, he is a 8 overall. And we have Ingram, who is up to a 74. Defensive tackle room, Ezekiel is really the only good player there. And unfortunately, of course, he is hurt. So Trent Pena has been playing a little bit the last few games, but he's done okay. We're not really getting a lot of interior pass rush and an interior pressure, but we got good guys on the outside. So we're still able to have this defensive line continue to be dominant in a decent amount of games. And Bomar is a senior that we got from the transfer portal. He's definitely going to help with some depth on this defensive line. So we have him as the third D tackle. Our Sam linebacker starter this year is different. It is Sam Cho because we lost our starting guy Lipscomb to the transfer portal. He decided to leave. Cho is a senior, and he's up to an 86 overall. And we also have an 83 Savage as a backup right now, and we have an 80 Taylor DeMercado as the third Sam linebacker. Our Mike linebacker, we still have Kevin Codifis, who is a former, of course, 5-star recruit. He's a senior, hitting his stride. And we also have an 82 Wade Resniak as the backup for him as well. And Timu is a guy we got from the transfer portal for backup roles, 76 overall, just to have some experience. Mark Milano is now our starting will linebacker at an 84 overall. We have a 76 Monk to back him up. Berryman is another portal guy we got, 70 overall. And Tuampao, who is a freshman we got, we redshirted him. Our cornerback room, DJ Eldrenkamp had a fantastic spring and summer as far as training. He got all the way up to a 78 overall. But our corners, we haven't landed that dog, if you want to call it. We haven't been able to get a corner up to the 80s in a couple of years, which has been very disconcerting when you think about the strength of this defense. The strength of our defense is still the defensive line. The linebackers are a little bit better this year, I feel like, but our cornerbacks are lacking. I'm going to not sugarcoat that. And we have a 76 now, Milo Taylor, who actually was the projected starter going into the spring. But Eldrenkamp had a fantastic training spring in the summer, so he elevated himself to being our top corner. And Taylor is going to be a senior. But this guy, D'Angelo Jansen, is a true freshman coming in at a 76 overall. He was a 4-star recruit. He wasn't a 5-star corner. I'm hoping that in a year or two, this guy gets into the 80s. I'm hoping that that's going to be the case because we need to get a corner that is going to be a guy that is going to be good enough. I mean, I feel like when we had Lindsey, we had a corner that was somewhat solid, but once we lost him, we have some stuff lacking there. Uche really hasn't developed very much. Wynn hasn't either, and Ruffin hasn't either. Some of these guys we've missed on when it comes to corners. Now, safeties are a different story. Braxton Harris is our best defensive back at 85 overall. He's progressed pretty well during the course of his time here. And Eric Caraway, He might be a backup free safety, but we also have him playing slot corner. I probably should have moved him to corner during the season. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of wondering, can I actually change his position now? Because I'm honestly kind of wondering if I should just do that and just have him play corner. I don't know if I can change his position right now. I don't know if you can do that in the offseason, but I guess you can. Let's see. No, I can't change it. But we do have him playing slot corner for right now, even though he is listed as a free safety. And Calzin is up to an 81. So our safety room is getting better. So once Harris leaves, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to stick Caraway in there or if I'm going to move him to cornerback this offseason. I probably should have done that, but I don't know what I was thinking there. But I do have Caraway playing a decent amount of cornerback, slot corner roles, trying to take away that best receiver on the inside. Our strong safety is not bad either. Chester Gore is a senior this year. He is up to an 82 overall. Brian Moore was our starter last season. Gore is a guy that we actually got, I believe, from the transfer portal, if I recall. But Moore is the backup now, 79 overall. He was solid at times last season, but, we had to get better there. Kicker, Radigan is a sophomore, and we also have Fanu Alodfo, who is our kickoff specialist and also our punter. So that is our roster for 2029. We're this far into the future, so I'm going to get years confused. But we got UCF for another Big 12 match. We're going to play 3 games during this live stream. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be doing, too many full games anymore. I'm probably going to also simulate through some of the games, depending on how it goes. But you know what? For this first one, I'm going to try to play the full game.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas.
I'm not saying that we can get to the playoff again and win the Big 12. I'm just trying to end the season with some hardware by getting to some type of bowl game and winning it. And we're also having to play with our backup quarterback. So, quite frankly, we don't have a starting quarterback. And right now our starter is a 73 overall, so that's not good. So there's some to be desired.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room.
So I'm going to actually see if I can actually get to the Super Sim. So let's see.
It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile.
All right, let me go to Super Sim. And I keep forgetting you can do this. So I'm going to go key moments. Kind of helps speed the game up a little bit. So I don't have to worry about playing the whole game, because it takes a while to play all these games. It really does. And UCF does get the first down. They're still on their opening drive. It looks like they're going to give us the rest of the drive.
They'll run it from the gun.
Willie missed them, and UCF scores on their opening drive.
It'll be
3rd and 10.
Long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wide.
That was a dangerous throw. I know.
Trying to pick up a first down.
It's 3rd down. 7 here.
Wilson will throw.
Almost got a sack.
Man on the sideline. He'll come up.
They're going for it on 4th down, so we actually did make the catch.
Go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground.
Perfect tackle. Nice job. Way to make the stop. It's 3rd and 7. Gotta convert this. Gotta get back in this game.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle.
Okay, 4th and 2 though. That's the thing. Let's drive wide. Okay, so they're saying we go for it.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short. Yeah, and it's great defense.
Out route. There we go. Perfect. Good job, McKenna. Way to hold that in. First down.
This offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone.
Job
complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to run it.
Locke picks up a 1st down.
As they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to...
Screens have been working better in recent games that I've played, so let's see if it does it here. And it does. Locke gets in for the score. Perfect. So now we got the game tied up. That was a big moment right there. We don't get the extra point, and we let them score. So, spoke too soon.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
And I almost
knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're setting up the screen.
All over
the defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards.
Great slant route right there, Gums. Nice catch. All right, let's call timeout.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Right.
This time he's got his man.
Got these.
They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. On target. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a
Brothers.
1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
44 seconds. So that's timeouts left.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch.
And I
I'm gonna
love
burn one of
when
those
my quarterback
timeouts.
sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver,
All right.
drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. They drop.
All right, that was a tough catch by Locke, but he got it.
But not before he moves the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air.
Oh, that's interference. Yeah, that's got to be pass interference. Put that ball inside the 5. Yep. Defense bailing us out. Awesome. All right, we got the ball at the 2-yard line here. Here's the thing, like, I could run it, but I got to finish with points.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here we go. Off play action on 1st down. Buys a little time.
Buys time. Corner end zone, got the fullback. Touchdown. Whew, that was a big score right there. I needed that. All right, we get the extra point this time, so we at least are back within 1. Once again, UCF is on the move. 3rd and 10, though. If we can stop them here, get a chance to take the lead on the next drive.
Wilson to pass.
Short. 4th and 4. Although I think they're in field goal range, so they'll kick it.
They make the stop about
All right. So they are kicking it, but at least we're holding a field goal as opposed to letting them score again. Score another touchdown. All right. All right, so they get the field goal, but they don't get a touchdown. I guess we must have turned it over. I think I saw the word fumble there. Oh, boy.
Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just
All right,
keep
good wrap up.
the ball down the field. Just execute a little
Third
bit
down
better
again.
in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Take it down right there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
And he gets.
He gets it.
Now it's not looking. And our offense is struggling to do
with that
anything.
field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Keeps it himself and gets the first.
Of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's
And they're in it.
Touchdown, Knights.
4th and 9, down by 18
possessions. You
points.
can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
And I can't get any time.
It's a sack.
All right, I'm just going to simulate to the end of the game. No, I don't want to do that.
What a stop for this deep.
More options. Play options. Let's play all offense for the rest of the game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout.
Almost.
Incomplete. Man,
And Locke is hurt again.
Back defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, this is going from bad to
So
worse.
now
This
it's
is-
2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Are you serious?
Backbreakers. Defensively, you get
Bruce
so excited.
Ribs.
You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here.
And it's a
Picked off.
fumble.
What a play to set him up.
And as a defense,
They'll move the tight end.
They were also ranked, so losing this badly, we're going to be unranked
He's got an open man.
for probably the rest of the season. But you know what? We're just going to be 2-2 after
And
losing this
after that
game.
long completion for the first down, did you
So,
see everybody
having a
sprinting?
winning
And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
3
Trying to
interceptions.
take it back.
All right, I'm rage quitting. You guys saw that. Okay. Simulate through this week. Oh, we won. Maybe I should trust the sim more often. Let's see what happened. How did we win that game? We won 35-34. So we won by 1 point. Do we have any injuries in this game? Like, at this point, I want to double check, make sure. Okay, no. So we only have Cash, who's out for 4 more weeks. So I guess we're going to get Cash back for cash back. That's a funny thing. So we're going to get him back for, I guess BYU, which is going to be pretty tough because, well, we're 4-1 right now. If we win 2 more games, we'll be bowl eligible. So that's good. As far as the recruiting trail, lost out on Livingston. We have landed some commits already this year, so that's been pretty good. And for recruiting this year, I've done a little bit of a different approach. I am going after 5-star guys when it makes sense. Like this guy Waiters. This is a 5-star QB. If we land this kid, we may be set at finally a quarterback to be more successful. But some of these other guys are not that bad too. Garrett's a 4-star. but is a 3-star. But, however, sorry to say, however, we got a chance for him, I feel. So I'm really kind of going after positions of need for this year. I don't have any running backs on the board. We have landed a receiver in Landers, who's a 3-star receiver. Offensive tackles, I need to get some talent here. Hicks is a guy that we're kind of looking at, but we're still struggling. Let's see. Let's go for Iglesias here. Let's kind of spend some of our points here. Let's go ahead and scout him. I know that we're only at 32 guys on the board, but I'm okay because right now, according to the prospect list, we don't have anything in the red. If we don't have anything in the red, I'm basically taking it as like we're okay, we're set for now. So I'm trying to focus on some guys that we just need some help at, certain positions. Next week, I need to look at recruiting visits. I think I do have some kids already for visits, but we'll just see what happens with this. So this game against Arizona State, I'm actually going to go ahead and simulate it. I know that that's a risk, but maybe I should trust the sim a little bit more after beating UCF when I didn't expect us to beat UCF. But Arizona State's a different cat, so we'll see what happens. And we lost, and we're now unranked. Not unexpected, I'm not going to lie. So how much did we lose by? We lost badly. 52-24, wasn't even close. And now we've got Kansas. We just need to win 2 more games to get bowl eligible. Might be able to do that against Houston, probably. I mean, I say that. I mean, Kansas is a winnable game, too. So might be Utah. But I think the ceiling, honestly, especially with the injuries we have, 6-6 just might be the ceiling. But you know what? It's about building for the future. And unfortunately, we got another injury. Samuel Crawford, our starting left tackle, has a torn labrum. He's out for 3 weeks. So that's not good. Cash is only going to miss 3 more weeks. So I guess that means that he is going to miss the Kansas game, the Houston game, and the Oklahoma State game, but he'll be back against BYU. So that's what it's looking like. Hopefully he'll be at full strength when he comes back. But we'll see. All right, we're 4-2 right now. That's not too bad. Wooden, we lost out on him to Michigan. All right, let's see what this does with our prospect list now. Okay, we're still looking okay as far as like positions of need that we have listed on the board. Waiters, we're starting to lose out on him. Nebraska starting to pull away from us there. Let's see who's ready for a visit. Let's get some Stick. Yeah, this guy is definitely ready for a visit. Let's get him here against Oklahoma State. Let's go conference prestige with him. Garrett, we're number 1 on his list. Let's bring him here against Oklahoma State as well. Brand exposure is one thing with him. Rashid, this right tackle. Haven't really scouted him, but I guess we can do that now. As far as recruiting, we can schedule a visit for 10 points. We still have enough points to do that. Let's go athletic facilities with him. Bostic, we're number 1 on his list. It's only a 2-star, but he's ready for a visit. Let's get him in the building. And championship contender is a big selling point, but let's see what we can do sell him. Hicks, we are 3rd on his list. Coor, let's get him here against BYU. Coach stability, because I'm not going anywhere. So that should be a pretty good selling point. All right. Trying to get some kids on visits here. I think we might have a few kids coming for the Kansas State game, but yeah. Okay. Black uniforms on. See if we can get a win against Kansas. If we get to 5-2, put us 1 win away from bowl eligibility, and it'll put us in a good spot for the back half of the season to hopefully finish with a 500 or just above 500 record when we get our starting quarterback. Kansas is 3-3, so they have about the same record as me. And I'm actually going to go ahead and play this full game. I'm not going to do the super set. And we start the ball on offense. That's what I like because I want to be able to have control of this QB, this backup that we have in mind.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Red Raiders offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got
Good run
to
by
find
Locke to
some
start
ways to
out. That's
move
what we
the
need.
football.
I just really want to rely on the running game, but we need to block very well on this game.
More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for
But who knows? Kansas is 3-3. We might be able to have more success on the ground. But we need to mix in a few passes every now and then to keep off balance.
You're giving the offense on the other side
Perfect.
more possessions.
Good job really on safety valve tight
That's
end.
a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able
Leon
to avoid.
absolutely has been a big part of the passing game for the security blanket for all of our teams recent years.
It's complete to the right.
We
Makes
got
the
McKenna.
grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
The short routes with IU, I'm not worried about. It's just when we got to go deep that I worry about his ability to throw deep passes and how accurate he is with those.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Red Raiders are at the line.
Oh, Gums breaks free. There we go. Oh, go, Gums, go. Inside the 10. Well, he's at the 11. In the red zone.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver.
We also
that
don't have our starting
football.
left tackle for a few games, so
Going to work in the red zone.
we
They
struggle
can't pick
there.
up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback
Thought I could
caught
scramble.
two and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Go. Run. Okay, he's going to be 1 yard short. That was a heck of a run. That was a heck of an effort by IU to try to pick that up.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity.
And we get a touchdown with block. Let's go. Gambling on 4th down. That time it worked.
So really no surprise in the opening drive. They
All right.
keep beating him.
7-0.
He showed you all his ability on that team.
Good opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all
That
power, all those
Ezekiel
things are really,
back.
really good. But you also need guys
Maybe that'll make a difference for
guys that will
interior
lead.
defensive
It's
line.
nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these...
Oh my goodness, guys.
Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Rock Chalk
I am so tired of these big defensive backs. I don't know how we can land a 5-star defensive back at this point. I mean,
Quarterback's abilities to
you can't even get a guy from
is
40.
huge. And also the anticipation, the timing.
Unreal.
To be able to throw the
Just
football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride. So
two
he can
guys.
Run after the catch.
And you can't make a
In the
tackle.
end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical.
And that was a
Listen,
one-play
lot of
touchdown
times,
drive,
touchdown
too.
passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback.
Turning it on.
I had to retreat so far back to try to get that pass off because freaking Locke got stuck on a lineman. That happens so much on these screen passes. That's why I've kind of stopped running them in spurts. But when you get free like that, I figured, hey, take a risk.
Nice job. Invite that rush up the field.
He's going a lot more screens to walk as opposed to running him, but
Make the catch, make the run.
whatever works. Whatever it takes to get the ball downfield with a subpar quarterback, I'm doing. Good catch by that team, brothers.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Their quarterback's last name is Funk. Oh, man. I mean, we're so far into the future that we're going to get random names like all over the place, all over the country. But it makes it fun. It's what makes this game and this in Dynasty very playable for so many years. That's what I love about this game. Here we go, Locke. 3 catches for 52 yards for Alexander.
To score. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
All right.
My old coach said,
got the yards back to be lost on the penalty.
Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's run it. Dive, touchdown, all you. Thought that was risky. I thought he was going to fumble around the goal line, but he got in.
I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore.
Okay. Answered their touchdown with one of our own. That was pretty big.
By the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pressure coming.
Good, we got a sack. Good job, Ezekiel. Welcome back. I don't want to see another one-play drive defense, because that was pathetic in the last possession.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Another sack. Let's go, Ollie. No, that was Tandy. I'm sorry. Good job, Tandy.
It is so beautiful.
Back-to-back sacks. Now the defensive line starts to play well.
Guess what? I don't have to fire off and play.
Starting to get confident. There we go. Check down those screens. Tackled by Gordon.
The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your
4th and 20, and they're punting.
Forward to the punt.
Defense, way to hold firm there.
And he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week.
Got a pretty good return there too. I mean, we drove him back pretty far, so not surprised we're already on our side. Just really want to win the football without Locke getting banged up so much, but you see, so many of those like extra hits come like later, so it's like it's just one of those tough games. I don't really do a whole lot of read options, but I feel like I got to do that a little bit, especially because Ayu and Cash are kind of like the same type of quarterbacks. They're more scrambling, not strictly pocket presence guys. So I can do a little bit more with them in terms of scrambling, buying time, and making plays on the run, making throws on the run. So that is one element that I do like about both of these guys. And when we get Cash back, I'm confident we're going to be better as an offense because he is a better quarterback overall. So there's no question. And
getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
I'm looking forward to having more flexibility there, but I feel like I need to throw a little bit more read option stuff in there occasionally, mostly because, like I said, our running back room is very talented. So we can rely on those guys to kind of hitch our wagon up to them, per se, and say, hey, let's go use our running backs to win games for us. Maybe not single-handedly, but letting them be the main guys for the offense. Man, I would have had an open touchdown if I just had a little bit more time on that one.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Throws to the
That's a pick. I stared him down, and I just keep doing it. I can't stop staring receivers down. I can't even blame the overall QB for that. That was just a horrible read and terrible decision.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Under fire. He's got
Caught that.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's
I tried to hit stick him. I thought maybe I could make a fumble. The hit stick timing is tough. If I miss those more often,
Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right.
There's two guys there. One of y'all make a play. Thank you. Thank you, Moore. Good job. I don't really take control of the DBs anymore if those deep passes happen. I just try to trust the CPU because I can't trust my user skills with these defensive backs. That's why I control most of the defensive line and mostly just stick with that. Good sack right there. That'll put him back. Third and 19? Yeah, 19.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39.
It's 19 yards, and you let that. I'm so sick of these linebackers and defensive backs. Like, they just can't cover. We just can't recruit guys that can cover for long periods of time. We can recruit decent linemen, but we can't recruit good defensive backs and linemen. They miss tackles a lot. Even during the like I said, even during the last season when we went undefeated in the regular season, I was worried about the play of our defense. And this year, it's all kind of crashing down now.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Not really crashing down, but it's like showing its ugly head more often.
Fires to the big fella.
Oh, he's short. There's only 2 seconds left. They're probably just going to kick it at this point. You got to take the points.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send
I mean, third and 19, you need to get them off the field.
Place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try.
So Kansas does get a field goal to end the half, 14-10.
That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday.
I mean, if I don't throw that interception, we may be up by 2 touchdowns right now. But that's what happens when I just gamble too much.
And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
I'm going to pause it really quick just to get some steps in. All right, there we go.
And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half.
All right, so let's try together a decent second half and just hold on for the win. At this point, I'm not trying to win pretty. I'm just trying to win games.
They're going to get on top in this game.
That's the objective.
They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football along out of this group.
Gambling with the plates here.
They just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got...
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Kansas.
Total failure.
And that one will give him the lead.
Total failure.
There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Caught in the backfield. It's locked.
Good job, Locke. Risk of injury has increased, though. I'm looking at that wear and tear feature. That's why I'm trying not to throw it to him very much, but I just feel like I have to. This is the only safety valve guy that we have because they got everything else, like, locked in.
The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's locked. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down.
Just go up the middle.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
I was surprised he got out of the sack. I thought he was sacked for sure. All I use risk of injury is now increased.
And you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they
so I worry about running with him.
Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Greg snap, block, picks it up.
Now they're really starting
and he's out.
Pick up the first down at the 34-yard
I don't know what the injury is, but hopefully it's not severely bad. But we got Brutus coming in, the 5-star freshman running back.
Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop.
Bruce ribs. All right, Brutus, get in there.
Great recognition
get in there,
by the
kid.
defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Gets it out fast.
We gained some of those yards back. That's
still a solid pickup on that one. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Got his man. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Red Raiders
he wants to go for it. Let's do it.
Here's a heat. Gets as he throws the big... They've been really good.
Fourth quarter, defense shut him out for the rest of the quarter, though. 3rd and 1. Go, Locke, go. Good thing you're back in the game.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know. Going, but this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And the Red Raiders, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the inside.
There you go, Locke. And Locke gets in. Another touchdown. Defense made a stop. 3rd and 3.
one short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third down.
Comes, first down catch. Dive, touchdown pass. Let's go. All right, now we've got this game pretty much wrapped up. Big play there.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this
Playing off a
drive
little
in the
bit. They're
fourth
down by
quarter.
11.
They'll go for it on fourth down.
So, you know, hey, sometimes when you go hands off, you know, maybe your defense plays a little better. Sometimes the sim works in your favor. And this time it actually did. So they did score.
So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick.
And how it down 3 here in the fourth quarter. They're in great position right now to at least tie this game.
I'm speechless.
Wants to throw on first down.
I couldn't select. I couldn't even select the play. EA Sports, like, come on. That's unfair.
To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down.
Thank you, Ezekiel.
And the pressure will get there. The sack.
Okay, they don't have any timeouts left. They're down by 3.
That could be a costly play.
They need a field goal to send this to overtime. It's 3rd and 23. If they convert this...
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Okay, good. Thank God they didn't. Because if they didn't, I was going to, like, say, I want my entire defense to transfer. Like, get off my team. Get out of my program if you're going to give up this long of a play. Okay, 4th and 31. And we get another sack. The defensive line finally stepped up and shut him down. Thank goodness. We're going to walk out of here with the win. Oh, my God. I am so mad at what happened with that play calling screen. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't select anything. It forced me into selecting the normal kickoff coverage when I needed to select base onside recover. And it wouldn't let me do it. That is a glitch and a half. I almost blew the game because of that, because it allowed them to recover the onside kick because I didn't have enough guys back there on the front line to recover the ball. But a win's a win. Goodness gracious. All right, we are now moved on to 5-2, but we've moved on to be an ugly 5-2. But you know what? Bowl eligibility is all I want this season. Give me that, and I'm going to call it a season. It's so frustrating because, you know, we have to overcome, you know, all these injuries, inconsistent offense and defense. But we've got a 3-star quarterback coming. Maybe he can help us out. A.J. Butt has committed. Nick Rudder, 3-star defensive tackle. He is also committed. And we got the 2-star right tackle, Rashad, to commit. And we lost out on the 5-star to Nebraska, though. So no 5-star QB this year. One of these years, I got to land one of these kids. And we're back in the top 25. We're number 20 in the country now. So that was a pretty big win to get us back into the rankings. We didn't lose out to anybody else. So we got Bud. We still have a chance. Well, no, probably not now. Garrett might go elsewhere. Let's go to the prospect list. Yeah, let's get another Mike linebacker on here. Yeah, let's get one of those loaded up. All right. Bavaro, we're pretty far ahead of things with him, so I'm pretty confident we're going to have a chance to land him. I need to see who's ready for a visit, because we need to take a look at that. A lot of guys ready for a visit. Iglesias, yeah, I want to get you here on a visit, kid. Let's get you here against BYU. I'm going to go conference prestige, because the whole championship contending thing, I don't want to sell them on that, because at this point, I just feel like we are rebuilding based on what we've done this year. Conference prestige with him. Barry. Scheduling a visit, absolutely. Let's get him here against BYU. Go coach stability with him. Agude, 3-star corner. We need corner help. But we can't, we don't have enough for a visit. All right. Fenderson. Start to go in on him a little bit. Let's do some scouting on him. Another 3-star quarterback. We're pretty far ahead of Houston. We've already landed one 3-star QB. Iglesias, we got a good chance of landing. He's only a 2-star, but still. Hicks, we're starting to lose ground on him. Barry, let's go ahead and add some more points to him. We got him already coming on a visit. Let's go ahead and actually scout him. See what he's about. He's only a 2-star, so I'm not going to fret too much. Bostic, though, let's go ahead and fully scout him. I feel like we're probably going to land him as well. I'm feeling pretty good. Stick, we haven't scouted him. Oh, no, we have scouted him all the way. Lima, we're number 2 on his list. Let's go ahead and... All right, not a jewel, but it's a 3-star edge rusher. Go ahead and DM Cuevas. We're number 1 on his list, 5-star defensive tackle. I mean, you know, Ezekiel is going to be gone soon, so we need to get a guy in here. We've already got Rudder, which is good. Got another Gums. I'm going to pretend that that's the other Gums' brother or cousin. Kind of looks like him, too, so we're going to go with that story. All right. So now we've got Houston. Houston is 2-5. I'm going to trust the sim. I'm going to trust the sim. I'm going to trust the sim for this one. Oh, we got Stick, the 4-star edge rusher from Oklahoma City to commit. So we've got a good edge rusher. Cool. And we moved up to number 16 in the polls, so we won. So we are now bowl eligible. We are now bowl eligible. That is great. How good did we win against Houston? Beat them by 8. All right, well, that's a little close for comfort, but we still took care of business. BYU and Oklahoma State are 2 pretty big teams coming up. Let's get back into recruiting here. Well, we lost that on Garrett, so we lost that on Garrett to Baylor. How are we doing with Fenderson, though? Still number 1. Okay. Hicks, we lost out on him to Michigan. Iglesias, we're far out in front of everybody else. Barry, we're starting to gain some ground on Coastal Carolina. I'm going to take actually Eakin off the board. We really haven't done any scouting on him. Bostic, I think we're going to land him. Stick, Jackson. Lima, we're starting to gain some ground on him as far as being high on him. Cuevas, the 5-star defensive tackle. Berlin Washington, it's pretty crazy that, you know, we're number 1 on his list. But then again, look at the team that's right below them, right below us, Boise State. I mean, we're Big 12. They're Mountain West. So, I'm going to go in a little bit more on him. Let's do some scouting on him. He's a 3-star defensive tackle, so not too eye-popping, but still. Aurora, I'm going to take him actually off the board. All right, we need to get some linebacker help for sure. We really haven't paid any attention to these guys. So Downs and this guy, we're going to offer them scholarships, and we're going to go in on them. I know we're kind of far below. We may be too late in the game with these guys, but got to go in at least a little bit. But let's check. Bavaro looks like we've still got a good chance of landing him. Who's ready for a visit out here? Fenderson's ready for a visit. All right, let's get him here for a visit, and let's get him here against BYU. Championship contender, I'm going to go ahead and sell that with him because I got to do what I can to get them. In this 3-star corner, Emmett Agude. Going to get him. We can't get him here for BYU. Oh, boy. Okay, but Fenderson, I feel good about our chances of landing him. Let's go back to the linebacking group here. Bavaro, we got a good chance at. We're third. Let's go back to we're third for Hurd, this corner. Don't really have a lot of points to go. Let's just spend the rest of them on him. All right. Okay, then. So we've got Oklahoma State this week. I'm actually going to simulate both of these games because I feel like, to be honest with y'all, we're going to lose them. And that may cost us. But you know what? Hey, we're bowl eligible. Just trying to know. We got the two-star safety commit, Tyler Cure from Humble, Texas. Fenderson, he's visiting this week against BYU, so that's pretty good. Okay, so we did end up losing to Oklahoma State. I'm not surprised at that. But we've got our starting quarterback coming back for the BYU game. So we're finally going to see what Cash can do out on the field. Let's check the injury report just to make sure. Locke, why are you so injury prone? NFL scouts, don't go all in on this guy because he is made of glass. Foot fracture, out 8 weeks. But the good thing is that our running back room, like I said, is pretty deep. So on one hand, we have our starting quarterback back, Bob Cash. So we have Cash back, but we don't have Locke. Cash right now is coming back at an 88, so he hasn't slipped off. And the good thing is that he is number 1 on the depth chart, so I just wanted to make sure that he was starting. I'm playing him this week against BYU. I'm going to play this game. Let's see how we're doing in terms of recruiting. We got Fenderson visiting this week. If we win this game, we probably got a good chance of landing him. What else are we looking like as far as prospect list? Okay, we could use another tackle on the board. We're fourth for this guy. It's Vaughn Brown. Looks like Gums and Cuevas. We're just about probably able to land him. So I'm going to spend a little bit of points on him just to maximize that. Okay, so rush and downs, we're starting to gain some ground on those guys. So that's good to see. Bavaro. Let's see about visits. Who's ready for a visit? Okay, Lima, he is ready for a visit. But we can't get him here. The corner, Goudet, he is ready as well, but let me see. Can we get him here for a visit? No, we can't. Okay, so let's see here. Lima. We're probably going to be able to land all those guys. Let's go ahead and go in a little bit here on Cook. We only have 5 points, so we can offer one more scholarship probably to somebody. That's probably what I'm going to do. We're in the top 5 for where? Let's go ahead and offer him a scholarship. See if that's going to be enough to get him. Okay, BYU. We've got our starting quarterback, Bob Cash, is back. We're going to wear our throwback uniforms for this game. But we got our starting quarterback back. We're bowl eligible. It's 6-4. Let's try to get a win against BYU and get 7 wins.
Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win.
BYU 16, we're number 24. So,
And the Red Raiders will kick it away first.
I think we're actually 6-3, not 6-4.
This drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense will go on the
Jack
attack.
Moran
And they are
is their
coming
starting
off a
quarterback. He had a 400-yard passing game. Let's see how we can do today.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help.
And we stopped him short. Great defense. It's just what we needed to start off this week, guys. Just what we needed.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that.
All right, McKenna with a decent return. So here comes our starting quarterback. Bob Cash is back. He's an 88 overall right now. This is the highest rated quarterback we've had since Baron Morton. So I'm looking forward to getting a chance to play with him and really see what he can do. I mean, I played with him in the first game, but he got hurt in the sim version of the first game. So I really haven't had a chance to play with him and see what he's all about. So we don't have our starting running back, but we have a talented freshman filling in. So just hoping we can get some solid production of our freshman running back, Brutus. He was a 5-star for a reason. And now Cash got a little bit of speed to him, so I'm not going to be afraid to get out of the pocket, be a playmaker with him, and make some plays. There we go. Power out. There we go, Leon. Great pass. Making this. There we go. Break it.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down.
Go, Cash, go.
Pull it down and run.
First down.
He's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away,
and
just get
not quite
and make this next down more manageable.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard.
Touchdown by the freshman, Brutus.
Staying on track and getting it in on the option. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah.
All right, we had a good stop on defense on the last possession. Cash and the offense did their part. Now we got to do our part, Jeff.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. And he is just
We got 1 yard on that one. So 3rd and 7. I think they're down coming up, defense. Come on. Got a chance to set the tone early here.
On 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side.
Just one tackle, but didn't miss the second. Fourth down, make him punt. It's back 3 and outs. Good job.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps.
All right. Successful first drive. Got a little bit fancy with Bob Cash using the legs. I can tell he's got some speed to him if he needs to scramble. And I'm getting better about just tapping square to slide, just to make sure that we don't fumble the ball. Because if you slide, you don't tend to get hit very much, and you're less likely to fumble the ball. And believe me, after Cash is coming back from injury, the last thing I want is for him to get banged up again. Which is why I still want to rely, when it comes to running the football, a lot on our freshman Brutus. But I got one of the better quarterbacks that I've had in a while with this program. So, as far as I'm concerned, Cash, try to work with both. Missed him bad.
This is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be
pass rush, gets there, gets
just
home,
forcing a
gets
little
him
bit there,
down
trying to
at the
force him to
43.
run and be a playmaker.
And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Nope.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense
Stopped him again.
Forced him into fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one.
It's the best our defense has looked in a few games, I'm not going to lie.
Catch is made at the
They've had their
15,
struggles at times.
and the returner goes down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better
Screen,
fortune this time around.
nobody will block.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the
Catch,
air.
brothers.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up.
Blunt getting the carry for a first.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back.
Let's catch and run, Brutus.
At the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Leon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time.
2-minute timeout. It's been a little bit of an ugly game, 7-0.
2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on.
We got to tell the drive going, but we got to finish.
The Red Raiders
We got to
in a
finish
good
this one.
spot here with 2nd and short. Here comes the heat.
Good job, Gums. Go. Go, Gums, go.
Open space at the 25.
Perfect. Inside the 10. Just what we're looking.
Sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
BYU is going to burn their first time out. We bring the red zone now. Get a chance to finish it here.
And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure was too much.
And Cassius
They get him
hurts.
at the
Oh.
15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Well,
It's
are
second and
you?
long now as this defense
You're out of
has
the
some
witness
energy
protection program in
out
your back. Oh, but you're going to throw a touchdown on your first pass of the game to Gums. Let's go.
Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put
Coming off the bench to throw a touchdown pass. Thank you,
One of the
IU.
reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys
All
that
right.
are dangerous.
Hopefully Cash can come
If
back.
this quarterback gets through his
PCL
progression, David,
sprain.
gets him in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it it's your job to do the rest, right?
Oh, man, he can't have nice things ever. His first game back, and he is probably out again.
You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
At least we're up 14-0. So now we're down our starting running back and quarterback again.
They'll run the RPO.
That's where you got to step up defense. Been playing well so far, but you need to keep it up.
Losing yardage on that play.
So far, y'all have done your part
Back to throw.
in keeping them in check. It's been beautiful to see. We gave up a pretty solid pass there. We got another third down coming up. There. Well, oh, we almost get a sack, forced an incompletion, and they're not going for this. I mean, I can't blame them. I believe we get the ball to start the second half. So I would probably try something, but I guess whatever. Oh, good return, McKenna. There we go. Oh, way to make a move inside. That was actually pretty good. Returns are just, you never know what you're going to get. It's tough.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Gotta stop testing.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone.
Oh, you
They put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Turning it on.
And this QB, man, it's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field,
you can run a little bit too, so
I can just take off, and I've got speed.
Can't be afraid to use his.
So easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy
Nice
like
catch.
this.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. And he was
Already did just before I was sacked. Well, we can kick a field goal. Let's try that.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on
That's a miss. I knew it. Oh.
No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still
up 14. I'm going to sweat it too much, but 10 seconds is not a lot of time for them to answer the bell.
Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They'll probably do them.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Incomplete. That's the end of that first half. Well, we lost Cash again.
2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
So, and I wonder how much time he's going to miss. I think he's going to miss, the rest of this game, and he may miss the rest of the season at this point. A full season where we just don't have our starting quarterback in it, one of the highest we've had, and the highest we've had since Baron Morton's not good. I mean, all you might have came in to throw that touchdown pass, but this offense is different without Cash in their quarterback. And he's better. He's 88 overall. IU is only a 73. But we get the ball to start the second. We have a solid drive. We might be able to pretty much put this game out of reach if we have a solid drive here. But we need to have it. I think it's time to put this ball in the hands of the true freshman, Rudis, and let him go to work. Really see what this freshman kid is made of and how well he can throw it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake.
Good throw. Nice job, all you gums. First down catch.
37, it's a 10-yard gain.
All right, we got Godkey in there.
Got it at the 37, it's first and 10.
Screen pass. Come on, Godkey. Get some blocks. Those blocks are all perfect. Good screen pass. Godkey picks up a big first down for us. Nice job.
And the Red Raiders getting set on first and 10. To the air on first down.
Ah, that was tight coverage. Brothers couldn't hold
By
on.
the big hit on first down, second down coming. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Setting up the screen.
That kind of broke down a little bit, but fortunately he was able to get, 5 yards.
Third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Direct snap. Creates a little space.
Good run. That was a big first down run by the freshman right there. Good job, Brutus.
The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're working that left side.
Oh, Gums, come on!
On the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came
Come
out.
on.
I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out.
Great.
Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And, of course, that one.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Open a drive like that, it opens a...
Man, we had a great drive going. We had a chance to put a stranglehold on this game, and we blow it.
Use the
That's
play
it.
fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Please play that ball. Please play that ball. All right, good. Way to knock him off the ball. Good job.
Right on the money, you just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Moran. Makes the catch.
Okay, he's going to come up short.
They ripped off
33.
that one, now a third down and
We're
3.
pretty decent on defense on third
The
down.
Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here.
Great wrap up, but they're going to go for it. All right, Casino Blitz, come on.
We're
going to take a gamble and go for the blitz.
Desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield.
Perfect. Great tackle. Who was that? Moore? Way to come up and make that play. Beautiful.
We have an injury on that last play. We'll
Defense,
take a
you guys are
break to check
playing
him out.
your rear ends off today. Love it.
They go
Love
to
it.
the ground. He's going to lose a yard
Meanwhile,
on
our
that
offensive
one.
line can't block.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have
Get that
success if
defense
you're
on.
going to win.
Keep them on.
Takes it from the gun on third down.
All right, there we go.
Fires to the
Bam.
big fella.
Safety valve
Gets it
throw.
inside the 30
He
and
makes
out of
those.
bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down.
Oh, way to make that grab, Leon. He had the sky flip.
And
He got it.
he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback.
Draw
is
play. There you go, Brutus.
Really good
Got a
job
little bit
by
of space.
everybody there. Well
Got a
played.
good one.
Good
Only
run.
30 yards. He's got one touchdown.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played
All right.
three quarters.
Not a lot going on in that third quarter, but our defense
And as we switch
playing well.
up the field, let's take a
Making
quick
stops,
look at
making
the
plays.
national rankings.
Yeah, we're 6-3. So, yeah. One more quarter to go. Finish them off. Get to 7 wins.
One
Pretty
more
solid.
quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire.
Oh, go, McKenna. Touchdown. Wow. All right, that might be the dagger.
Nice catch and good work.
Nice catch and run.
Get it into the end
Throw by
zone.
all you as well.
That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
All right, let's go with the the Super Sim here. I'm going to go play key moments, see what we can do. All right, it's 4th and 5.
It's too late for
They're going for it for
possessions.
sure.
They'll go for
This is
it
the
on
game for
4th
them.
down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his...
Well, that happened. 4th and 18. Wow, they're really backed up.
On the field, down
All right.
multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
And we get an interception. Let's go. Braxton Harris coming up with the pick. Our best defensive back making big defensive plays. That's what we need to see. All right, offense bogged down a little bit, but got them in another 4th down situation. Just trying to get anything going. We're still up by 21.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, big play.
Oh, Gore coming with the interception. He was like on the ground having to almost pick that up. I got to see a replay of this. Are they going to show it? Please show the replay.
It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got to
I timed that well, but he was almost on the ground like having to wait for it to make the interception. So he just threw it right into his breadbasket. Oh, goodness gracious. But, hey, defensive backs making 2 interceptions at the end of the game, we'll take it. Finally getting some turnovers. Because that's one thing we have struggled with. Our defensive line makes plays, but can't, get interceptions. And this game is over. Yep. So we don't score any points in the 4th quarter, but actually we did. We got that 1 touchdown, which basically sealed it. But the defense pitched a shutout. And Ayu came in relief again. He did throw 2 touchdowns. But once again, the big story is we've lost our starting quarterback, Bob Cash, yet again. And probably this time, based on the timing of the injury with a PCL sprain, unfortunately, it's probably done for the season. But as a team, we're in good shape. 7-3. It was a big week for us. We dominated home against BYU. I'm hoping this helps with the recruiting front. It should. And it did. We got Iglesias, the 2-star right tackle, to commit. We've got another 2-star, Robert Bostic, a right guard, is committing as well. And we've got the other quarterback, Terry Fenderson from Richmond, Texas, a 3-star. He has committed. And we also got Matthew Berry, left tackle from Oklahoma. Shard Mix, looks like he locked us out. Looks like we're still number 1 for quite a few kids, though, so that's good to see. So we have the 2 quarterbacks. I think I'm good as far as the quarterbacks are concerned. We only really needed, 1, but we landed a couple of them. So yeah. As far as other positions, I don't really know. Let's just take a look at running backs and just see, because let's just at least add one to the board. Is there anybody that has us in the top 5 that we really haven't looked at? Okay, this guy has us 3rd. He's a 2-star, Bixby. Let's go ahead and put him on the board. What about fullbacks? At this point, this guy has us 2nd. Okay, what other positions do we don't have any of? Tight ends. All right, we don't have any tight ends on the board. Anybody got us in the top 5? Okay, no. Well, we should probably still add somebody. He's got a 6. He's a 2-star. Camacho. Yeah, Taylor Camacho. Let's put him on the board. Centers. Grimm is going to be leaving after this season, so should be looking at centers. This guy, Caskey, has us 5th. Let's add him to the board. All right. We don't have any kickers or punters. Let's go ahead and add him to the board. Any kickers? This guy has us 1st. Ventura. What about punters? Any of them have us high on their list? Looks like none. So you know what? I'm not going to mess with that very much. Bixby, he's got us 3rd. Let's go ahead and offer him a scholarship. Scipio, let's offer a scholarship to him. Tight ends, Camacho. We're 5th. We're 6th on his list, but Kasky, center. It's all for him. Lima looks like he probably might be one of the next guys to commit based off of this. Same thing with Cuevas, 5-star defensive tackle. That'll be a huge gift for us. The other gums, we're looking at him probably committing here pretty soon. Rush and Downs. Downs looks like we're trending up for him. So 3-star will linebacker, that'd be good to land. Rush, we're still number 1, but Kansas State is starting to creep up a little bit. Bavaro, we're pretty far in front of everybody. Cook, we're number 2 now for him. DeVoe, we're 3rd. Corners. Agude, Houston's creeping up a little bit, but we're still number 1 on his list. Ware, we're now number 1. Hurd, we're number 1 on his list. Go ahead and search social media with him. Muse. We really could use some safety help, so I'm going to go in on him just a little bit here. A strong safety mix. We're out of the mix for him, but we landed a Cure. So Ventura, let's go ahead and offer him a scholarship. We're number 1 on his list, so I don't know how much we really need to go in. Let's go and see who's ready for a visit, if we can get anybody here for a visit. Looks like we actually can't do any more visits. I guess we might be done with home games. That's probably why. Okay. So let's forget about visits for now as far as in-season stuff. So let's start to spend these points towards scouting some of these new guys we've added to the board. Some of the positions that we don't need necessarily, but we still need to look at. Let's just spend some points here. We only have 5 more points we can spend. Let's go ahead and just DM Camacho. Tight end. We'll go with that. Okay. Playing Houston this week. How many more games do we have left? We have Houston. Oh, no. Oh, Utah. Sorry. We're playing Utah, not Houston. Although Utah is actually better than Houston. They're 5-5. And we also have West Virginia. So we have, like, a bunch of bye weeks to wrap. We have conference championship week. We won't be there. Not based on the Big 12 standings. I haven't looked at the standings yet, but not banking on it too much. So we have Utah and West Virginia to wrap up the season. Both of them are on the road. So that was our last chance to bring any kids in for recruiting visits. But it was a win that was successful, so that makes me feel good. Unfortunately, is Cash basically done for the season? Foot fracture. Wait. So Cash is going to be able to play this week. It's going to be able to play. All right, well, I'm going to sim actually the rest of these games. We're 7-5. We're 19th. We're not really in the running for the Big 12 championship. But let's see where the conference standings are. I haven't really checked that this season. All right, what are the Big 12 standings looking like to go into the final 2 games? We are 5th. We're 7-3. That's not too far off from the other guys, but unless we win out and they lose out, I don't see us, winning. I mean, I think we lost. We beat BYU. We didn't play Baylor this year, I don't think. I know we lost to Oklahoma State, though. We lost to Arizona State, so they own the tiebreaker on us. Yeah, this is looking like we're not going to be competing for a conference title this year, which may hurt us on the recruiting front in terms of being a true championship contender that we can sell with your recruits. But it is what it is. I'm going to trust the sim for the Utah game, see if we win. They're 5-5. We're 7-3. If we lose, we're out of the top 25, and we're just going to hope that we can win a bowl game this year. Looks like recruiting isn't too bad. We're starting to be number 1 for some of these kids, so that's good. And, we beat Utah. So how about that? We actually did beat Utah this season. And now we are 8-3, and we beat Utah handily, 59-24. I'm assuming that Cash played the whole game. I got to see how Cash did. So it looks like Cash did play, but so did IU. So I guess, Cash just can't stay healthy, it looks like. Well, maybe IU came in to play because we were up by so many. I mean, 59 points is a lot of points to score. So we only had 2 touchdowns with Cash. All you had 1. What about the running game? Cash had 2 running touchdowns. We had 1 from Gotti. We had a touchdown run from Gums, and we had Brutus getting 1 rushing touchdown. We had 1 receiving touchdown from Leon, 1 from Gums, and 1 from Carruthers. The defense must have scored. We had an interception by Gore. I'm going to check the box score for this one. How did we win this game? 59-24. Box score. Okay, so we got up to a 14-3 lead. And then we scored 14 more, and we just dominated from start to finish, really, in this game. Okay, then. And I assume that Cash is healthy. He's not hurt. No, he's not hurt. Of course, Locke is still out for basically the rest of the season. So we're 2-8-3 teams. So 2-8-3 teams colliding. We're going to play West Virginia on the road. They're 25. We're 17. So let's do recruiting for this week. I'm actually going to go ahead and simulate that West Virginia game. You know, whether we win or lose, we'll most likely be in a bowl game this year. So let me check out the prospect list here. Okay, we're filled up with everything. Do we lose out on anybody? Anybody lock us out? Doesn't look like it, so that's good. Okay. Let's look at the big board here. Hurd is kind of the guy that I'm really hoping we can land. He's a 4-star corner. Cuevas, we're still number 1. I'm hoping that we're getting close to landing him. Bigsby, we've started to look at him, and looking good for him. Same thing with Scipio. I think we're going to land both of those guys, Bigsby and Scipio. Camacho, unfortunately, we're 3rd on his list. Not giving up quite yet, but let's just offer a little bit more points to him, allocate some points there. Oh, he's a jewel. Okay. Well, UTSA and South Alabama are pretty far up on us, so don't know about that. But Tavon Brown, we're going up pretty high on his list. So we could land another tackle. Caskey. Let's go ahead and DM him. We are number 1 now ahead of TCU since we offered him, but we're not too far ahead. So don't know if we're going to get a center from the recruiting class this year. All right. Hopefully we beat West Virginia, but if we lose, at least we'll finish the year 7-5 going into a bowl game. We've got the corner to commit. Emmett Agude, 4-star. Hey, local kid, Lubbock, Texas, perfect fit. I'm hoping that he might be an answer for us at corner based on the struggles that we've had back there. And we're first for all these guys, so that's good to see. And it looks like we actually did lose the last game, unfortunately. So we finished the season 8-4, respectable. So we're going to a bowl game, and we lost to West Virginia only by 8 points. They finished the year going ranked number 17. Let's take a look at the bowl projections and see what they have us projected to do. We're 7-5. And they've got us projected to go to play Western Kentucky in the Independence Bowl. They are ranked at 9-3, but they are a group of 5 conference team. So we'll see what we can do. Let me actually take a look at that game and see how Cash did in this game against West Virginia. I just want to see, did he get hurt? Did he play? So all you had to come in again and play. So Cash is constantly, I think, just getting hurt. He did throw 2 touchdowns. So he's the better of the QBs as far as talent is concerned. Let me take a look at overall stats for this season, just to kind of see. Let's see, team. Let's get stats. Season stats. So IU, of course, has played more. So he's thrown for, 2,000 yards. Cash has only thrown for 591. 23 touchdowns for IU, which is not bad. 9 interceptions, though, is a little bit glaring. The running game, Locke was our leading rusher, but he, of course, is out. Brutus only has 3 touchdowns. Our offense is, pedestrian at best, but we've also been dealing with so many injuries everywhere that it's just been tough to have consistency on offense. So recruiting this week, let's see. Bigsby, probably going to be landing him pretty soon, I hope. We don't have a whole lot of points left. So let's scout the rest of them on Scipio here, this fullback. Still got 40 left. Camacho, the tight end, I don't think we're going to land him, but let's at least allocate some points to him anyway. Nobody's locked us out. Brown, I think we got a good chance of being the next landing recruit for us. Caskey, we're starting to gain a little bit of ground on the other teams vying for his services. Only got 5 points left to allocate. Let's go ahead and offer a scholarship to Merle. Okay. So bye week this week. This is Army-Navy week. So now it's going to determine the conference championships, and then it'll probably determine what our bowl game is. And we've got Tavon Brown, the 2-star right tackle from Parker, Colorado, to commit. I had a feeling he would be the next guy, and sure enough, he is. We've got another offensive lineman committed to us. And bowl games have not been announced yet, I guess. But, conference championships have to determine that. Let's see, Bigsby. Scipio. Oh, Camacho, we're actually starting to gain some ground. We're second. As far as Caskey, I'm going to spend the rest of him with scouting, scout the rest of them. Lima, I keep forgetting about him. He probably will be next. Oh, no. Boise State has gained some ground on Cuevas. We're going to lose out on him, aren't we? Well, if we lose out on him, I don't want to lose out on Gums. About the linebackers. Rush, but Downs. Losing ground on him. Favaro. Take a risk on losing you. We actually haven't even really scouted him. We just offered him. Unfortunately, I think we're going to lose out on that 5-star defensive tackle. Boise State is gaining ground on him, so I don't think we're going to land that 5-star guy after all. But we got Lehman to commit, 3-star edge rusher. Bigsby is also committed, 2-star running back. Scipio, the fullback, also committed. And Cuevas is going to Boise State, and Cook is going to Baylor. So we lost out on those guys. And Cuevas was somebody who looked like all year long was going to be a guy that was going to commit to us, but it is what it is. So can I look at bowl projections then? Are we still in the running for bowl projections? We still are. Western Kentucky. Okay, all right. Top stories. Back around. Top stories. Player of the week, record-breaking day. So the conference championship games are done. Hopefully we can a bowl game now. Mustafa Rush, Sam linebacker. So we did get one of the linebackers. We lost out on the guy Downs to Texas A&M. But it looks like that free safety news. We're still number 1 for him. And the Heisman Trophy winner this year is quarterback Joseph Simonson from Washington. So congratulations to him. And we are going bowling. We're going to the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, first time since 2023 that we've been. Playing number 23 Western Kentucky. So we got a chance to play a ranked opponent to end the season. Of course, we're going to have our starting quarterback available for this bowl game. So that makes me feel good. Cuevas, man, I really wanted to get that guy. Okay, so we got Bigsby. This is early National Signing Day. These are all the guys. Camacho, we're probably not going to land him. We jumped in the game too late. So it looks like we're not going to be able to get a tight end for this year. But I think Caskey we're going to land. Gums, it looks like we're going to land him. Of course, we lost that on downs to A&M, but we did get Rush. Bavaro and Cook, of course, is going to Baylor. DeVoe, we really haven't been doing a whole lot of work on him. So we're only going to get one middle linebacker. Getting that 3-star corner. Wait, now he's down to a 3-star? And Hurd, we're starting to slip there. Where, though? He's only a 2-star. Merrill, we're 3rd. Yeah, we're only going to probably land like one guy in position. Muse, though, is a 3-star free safety. Got a good chance of landing him. We already got Cure. Ventura, he's going to probably commit here pretty soon. All right, let's go ahead and check out job offer just for my own curiosity. Got a chance to be the head coach at Houston, Iowa State, Nevada, defensive coordinator at Wisconsin. Let's check out staff moves. I got to double check and see if anybody's plucked any of our staff. And nope, doesn't look like a whole lot of transition. So G.L. Klein, who was the head coach at Iowa State, went to the NFL, so they had to hire a new one. So they're looking for a new head coach, and they're looking at me as a potential replacement, but I'm not going anywhere. TCU fired Elijah Drinkwitz. I don't know who that is. Zach Kitley got fired at Houston. The whole staff actually got fired at Houston. They finished as the worst team in the conference, so I'm not surprised about that. All right, then. So, playing this bowl game against Western Kentucky. Let's do it. But I'm going to take a break really quick. Stand up. Okay. Had to, take some steps, stretch my legs. All right, so now we're going to play this game against Western Kentucky. Try to get a dub to end our regular season. Face mask was looking a little weird. So here we go. Independence Bowl against Western Kentucky.
Welcome to Shreveport, Louisiana, home to the 11th oldest bowl game in college football, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
They get the ball to start first.
He'll bring it out. It's Pettis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles. But today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. It should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry up. Looking to throw for it.
Oh, man.
Quickly to the tight end.
It's wide open here.
Execution as they move the chains and they have a first.
And they like to do the spread no huddle, so.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down.
Oh, we get a pick. Oh, let's go, Moore. And he is gone. Nice. Woo. That's a big defensive play to start the game. Almost missed it. Got a little too excited.
And take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
Returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picks up the first down. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Well, at least we got that big defensive play right out of the gate, so give us a little bit of breathing room already, but got our hands full today.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Get another pick. Let's go, Braxton Harris. Nice.
And
we got a chance to
This is obviously not a
really,
great start for this quarterback here.
really put our foot on the throat early. So
In this game, he's got to do a much
gotta
better
do
job
it.
with this decision.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
all right, Cash.
Solid pickup of 4
This is your
on
chance
first
to
down
really
and 2nd and 6.
show people what you can do.
Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Come on, man.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
That was my own fault.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw.
Good throw by Cash. First down. Let's go.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Buys a little time with his feet.
Got him.
Got his man down.
Throw on the run, Cash.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hit hard as he
Go right at the defender's face. That could have been trouble.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hideki. And the defense holds
too aggressive.
No pickup at all.
Oh man, and Cash has to go out because he's getting hurt again.
7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Now improvising.
Come on, Ayu. But Ayu rolls out, gets to the end zone, brings it in. Ankle loose. Returns. All right. So he's going to be able to come back.
It all comes down to execution.
But in the meantime, Ayu is going to have to do like he always does. Come in for a little bit until Cash gets it.
Up front, they were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Pettis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw.
Did we get a sack? Nice job by Holland.
Back at the 8-yard line. And the Hilltoppers.
Doesn't sound like he'll get any awards this year. He's not playing as well. He's not dominating as much as he did last year. But then again, I've also been simulating a bunch of games, so I'm not really getting the same results as playing with him. But hey, if he's going to go off in this one game and make plays, let him go for it. Make a bunch of sacks. I mean, 18 sacks last year. That was huge.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Oh, thought maybe had a chance of an interception, but hey, forcing 4th down is still good. So far defensively, held them scoreless.
For the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Fast completion, moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Under fire. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass.
Oh,
Got rid of it in a
bad
hurry,
miss.
but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to throw again. Release to the back. Makes the
Good
grab.
go. Good job, Brutus.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. The quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire.
Touchdown, McKenna.
And he's into the end zone.
So at least IU is capable of winning a few touchdown drives to cash back. Up 21 to nothing. Still pretty early in the second. Good start. Very smooth.
I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he'll just...
All right, so we've got a pretty good cushion. I'm going to go ahead and do the super sim now. Few key moments. 3rd down and 3. Another opportunity to score.
They'll try to get the first through the air.
Get that catch done. There we go.
Strike complete.
First.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen instead.
All right, 2-minute timeout, up 21-0.
Man, offenses are getting so good.
Finish this drive off.
Seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Nah.
Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's a heat. Sets up the screen. He's going for the goal line.
Touchdown, Brutus.
Take it in and house it.
At least we're finishing the season with a bang. I mean, we went 8-4, respectable. With the injuries we had, it's respectable.
They're going to throw it to start the drive.
I mean, it's a far cry from last year. But you know what? I'd rather us go to a regular mid-tier bowl game and dominate and win than get into the playoffs and get beat every year by Auburn. Straight up. This makes me feel better about this team moving forward. I don't know when we're going to land those big playmakers that are really going to help us, if I'm being brutally honest, but at the very least, you know, we can just be consistent with winning games and having successful seasons to keep us in the conference. That's all.
20-30-yard gain.
Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete.
Couldn't get any points before the half. Probably should have been paying more attention to the clock, but it is what it is. But we're going to the half up 28-0. We are dominating number 23 Western Kentucky. I mean, I know it's a group of 5 teams, so you can't put too much stock into this, but it's still been a solid night. So, yeah, and IU's played well in relief of Bob Cash once again. That's just been the story of our season. Our starting quarterback just hasn't been able to stay healthy. It's been tough sledding, but, having a capable backup and IU has been good to have, but hopefully maybe next year Cash will be able to stay healthy.
And the Hilltoppers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the gun.
Another touchdown. The youngest. Still. Up 35-0.
Deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
And another interception by Harris. Let's go. 2 on the day. Beautiful. All right, well, that's the end of the third quarter. It's a 35-0 lead for us. We're dominating here in Shreveport in the Independence Bowl. Passing, running, just showing the world that this is still a good program and a good team. We just need to get right, and then we're going to be back in the conversation. Big 12 title. And Cash is back for the fourth quarter. So hopefully he can finish the game.
They'll make the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
I thought I had another chance at a kick.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punts it out of the air. Well, third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him on the ground, but not before.
166 rushing yards from Melvin Brutus. This has been a coming out party for him, which is good to see because eventually Locke is going to be done, and we got to prepare for our next good running back, which looks like it is going to be Brutus. I think I hit another one. There's some skill positions that I feel like I've been able to recruit well at, and there's other ones I feel like I just missed out, But we'll see how things go. Still got opportunity to turn.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
Well, that'll do it for the Independence Bowl, and we shut out Western Kentucky, number 23 ranked team, 35-0. This may put us into the top 25 to end the regular season in the final polls. Cash, he got hurt again. IU came in and played pretty well. I wish Cash would have been able to play the whole game. Our defense played pretty well, too. We had a pick 6. We had 2 interceptions from Braxton Harris in his final game. So we definitely finished the season on a high note, finished with a total of 9 wins, 9-4 to end 2029. Respectable, but hopefully next year we can find a way to get back into the conversation of Big 12 title, but we got work to do. But it's a good way to end the season, to win the Independence Bowl and finish the season as a bowl game champions. So we will take it. So let's go ahead and kind of advance through the rest of the season and see who wins the national championship, and then I'm going to wrap up the live stream. This one's already gone for a couple of hours at this point anyway, so we'll start to wrap it up here. Let's see who wins the national championship. So the national champion for 2029 is Alabama, getting back to being Alabama, number 1 versus number 2. They take down Michigan 37-34, so it was a pretty close championship game. Let's see what the bracket looked like this year. So the Big 12 champion was Arizona State. They had the bye. So Auburn, once again, is in the playoff, but they actually lost in the first round to Oregon. And then it was Boise State taking down Arkansas State. Louisville took down Penn State, and Georgia took down Clemson. And then in the quarterfinals, it was Texas defeating Oregon, and it was Alabama taking down Boise State. And then Arizona State defeated Louisville, and then it was Michigan taking down Georgia. Semifinals, Alabama takes down Texas. Michigan takes down Arizona State, and then it's Alabama taking down Michigan in the championship. So that's how the bracket turned out. Let's go ahead and advance to the offseason, and then I'm going to end the stream. So that is going to do it. I'm not going to take a look at the players leaving until I start the offseason. So this was a pretty long one, but we finished the season a total of 9-4. We won our bowl game. Quarterback injuries, running back injuries, you name it, it went wrong. So hopefully next year we can get some of these recruits and some of the players can finally develop and we can get back into that playoff conversation. But hopefully that'll happen next year. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.